Greetings, class, and welcome to week 14, assignment 14, lab 14, CST 158 Server Plus. This is Professor Brown, and this week we're going to be looking at how to restore versions of files in Windows. So, always good to do an overview of your lab before you get started, read through everything. We're going to be working off of the Windows Server 2019 with the static IP of 10.200. We're going to go in and create a new folder and a new file. And then we are going to create a shadow copy of that and take a snapshot of our C drive. Then we're going to go into that folder and create a file called contract-A, make some changes to it, clone it, and then restore it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open up the NetLab. There we go. Make a reservation for myself. Going to 158. And go ahead and get started here. Give myself a little bit more time than 25 minutes. That'll work. Alright. And enter the lab. Let the VMs spin up. While that's working, I'm going to quickly bounce between my Word file and the NetLab in my browser. Okay, so I'm going to log into the domain controller, open Windows Explorer. Looks like she's still booting. Give it just a second. There we go. Right. CST, CCC, 2019, exclamation point. CST, CCC, 2019. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to open up File Explorer. I'm going to ignore the server manager. Alright, right click or double click local drive C. I'll double click PC. Double click that. Right click and select new folder. Enter contracts for the folder name. New folder. Contracts. Do updates some other time. So I need to make a new text document called contract-A. New text document, we're going to call it contract-A -A. Okay. And following text in the field, in the file. So, copy that, paste it. Keep forgetting that I can't do that into NetLab. There we go. We'll just save that and close it. Alright, click the PC on the left and then right click C, choose properties. So, properties. Open Shadow Copy tab. Ensure that C is selected and click the Create Now button to manually create a disk volume snapshot of C. Create now. There it is. There's our shadow copy. Click OK. Double click C and then double click Contracts folder. Double click Contract A and enter new changes on a separate line in the notepad. So go in here, go into a second line, and it's something simple. This is a change to the original document. They probably want us to save it. Save the changes. File. Save. Done. Right click the Contract A file and choose Restore Previous Versions. So I can right click that. And as you can see here, if we go back into it, we see our change, right? Okay. So basically what the shadow copy does is we can restore the previous version. There's our previous version from our shadow copy. And click OK. And now why did you not do that? Restore previous version. Restore. Have to hit restore. Are you sure you want to restore the previous version of Contract A from today, from 2 minutes ago? I believe that's what they want us to do here. Okay. Notice the version of the file in the snapshot from a minute ago. Click the open button at the bottom. Notice the text new changes. Oh, okay, so you have to hit open first. So we can see that the change is no longer there. And then if we were to hit the restore button, we would restore that. Alright, so we see that that's not there. Close notepad, close Contract A properties, clicking in close box. Select Contract A file, press Shift Delete. Alright, choose yes to delete the file permanently, and the file will no longer be available in the the file will not be available in the recycle bin if you do the Shift Delete. Oh, that's kind of awkward. So we can restore the previous version if we wanted to. It doesn't really matter if you do or not. If you keep it the changed version, you can see how that's done. Alright. I'm not going to worry about restoring it. I am going to selected Shift Delete. I'm going to say yes, and you see that, nope, not there in the recycle bin. It's all gone. Now, if we go back into C and go to restore that, click the open button at the bottom. Notice the text new changes is not displayed. Select the contract, Shift Delete, permanently file. The file will not be available in the recycle bin. In the address bar at the top, click C. So if we go into the address bar, here, go to C. On the right click the Contracts folder and choose Restore Previous Versions. So when we go back to the folder, Restore Previous Versions. Alright, you should be able to open that. Hey, there's contracts right there. Okay. Alright, click open. We notice that. Okay, we did that. Right click Contract A file and choose copy. Close the Contracts A window, close the contract property box. So if we go in here, we can click copy. That's what they want us to do. And we can close that and hit OK. Go back into the original folder where it's not, and then we can paste it in there. That's the original file, so that's basically what you have to do. So what I want you to do basically is right click in the white space, choose paste. Alright, notice the new changes is absent, right, because we didn't save it with the new changes. You have undeleted a version of the file that corresponds to the snapshot that you had taken. So just give me a screenshot of your files here after you go through that. So this is a pretty basic lab here. I don't need a lot of screenshots of everything, just to know that you did it. Which is fine. If you want to give me more screenshots, I'm not going to say no. If you want to take screenshots along the way. Alright. Alright. And then after this, just answer these questions. Once complete, inform your instructor. Alright, obviously you're going to turn this in via Canvas. How long? This literally took me about 11 minutes. And that's because I talked a lot. True or false, using the hotkey stroke shift delete sends the file to the recycle bin. Oh, that's false. That permanently deletes it. True or false, you right click on the folder and click the restore previous versions to find files that have been deleted. You right click on a folder and click restore previous versions. Yeah, that's true. You can find that. You can do it that way. After selecting the file, you blank it so that is saved in RAM to be put back in a location of your choice. File, you copy it. We did a copy of it, remember? And true or false, you paste the file to the location of your choice to finish the process. Yep, that's right. That will restore it. There you are, folks. Less than 15 minutes for this lab this week. So enjoy. Thank you very much. We'll be talking to you next week in week 15. We'll see you around. Have a great week. This is Professor Brown signing off.